To get started with Goobric and Doctopus in order to apply a rubric to an assignment in Google Classroom, you're going to want to visit the Chrome Web Store and search for Goobric. Once you find Goobric, you'll want to add it to your Chrome web browser by clicking on Add to Chrome. And once you've done that, you'll notice a little icon pops up where your extensions are called the Goobric Web App Launcher. The next step in our process is to open up Google Drive and create a new spreadsheet. This spreadsheet, I usually name the name of the assignment I'm going to want to apply the rubric to. So for this instance, I'm calling this the Goobric assignment. And then what I'll want to do is go to Add-ons and find Doctopus. If you don't see Doctopus, what you're going to want to do is go to Get Add-ons and search for Doctopus there. Once you initiate Doctopus or add it on, then you should see the word Doctopus here. And once you click on it, it'll ask you if you want to launch it. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see the Doctopus window. It's going to ask you if you want to bring in a document from Google Classroom or a roster. I prefer Google Classroom just because that's what I use and it's a bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and click Ingest a Classroom. It's going to ask me which classroom I'd like to use and which assignment. Now you'll notice that there are two turned in files and one that has not yet been turned in. I only want to ingest those files that are turned in currently. And I'm going to click Ingest Assignment. And when I do that, my spreadsheet will bring in the information on the assignment, who has turned it in, their name, and their email address. The next step in this process is going to be attaching a rubric. Now, you may have already had one created that you're using, or you can create one using the Goobric template. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Attach Goobric, and a new window is going to pop up asking me where I want to pull my rubric from. There are a couple different ways that you can create a rubric, but I always recommend starting with the template from Goobric. And to do that, you'll see want to make a new rubric, and then down below a link to a numeric rubric or a non-numeric rubric. And you can use these to put in the information you want, but it follows the same template that Goobric recognizes and will use to apply your rubric to an assignment. So for now, what I've done is I've made a copy of a numeric rubric, and I've added my own items in, and I've called it a test rubric. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm not going to send email notifications to students. I'm also not going to allow them to self or peer assess right now. I am going to make the rubric viewable to students though. Now, if you have students that have email addresses, of course you can have their assignment and the rubric sent to them. But for my purposes, I don't have students who have emails. I work with the younger grades, so I don't have that option. I'm going to go ahead and click Attach Rubric. So as you can see, here's the Goobric assignment spreadsheet. And now there's a link that I can click on. It says Goobric link. And what will pop up is the student assignment with the ability to grade it using a rubric that is across the top of the page. That is the rubric that I selected. I can go ahead and click through the rubric, choose what points I want to give just by clicking. And I'm going to go to style here and just randomly pick some things here. You'll also notice on the right there's an option to leave comments. So I can leave comments to the student. This is going to be on the overall document. It doesn't allow you to give comments on each of the different areas, but you can leave an overall comment. So great work. And then also you'll notice there's an option to record. You can also give audio feedback. And again, this is right up here. It'll say record audio comment. What this will do is it'll allow you to leave a audio comment for students on their assignment, and it will save it to your Google Drive. So they'll get a link in their assignment that says click here for audio comments, and then they can hear what you had to say. When you're all done, you click submit. And now what's going to happen is if you look at the student assignment down here, the rubric is actually going to be placed into the assignment. And now the students can see where they did a really nice job and where they may need to work a little bit harder. And it's all right here. When you hit next, it's going to take you to the next student. And so it'll start you off on a fresh rubric for the next student. And then you can go back to your spreadsheet and you'll see that the grades are in here. It'll tell us word count, student comments, teacher comments, if there were any, and it'll give us the grade. So if we scroll over here, you can see it says grade right here. Now, I did not put a formula in here to grade this, but I can very quickly. If I hit equal and sum, and then put in whichever cells I would like to sum, it's going to add up a total. And so once I am done grading all the assignments, I'll have a running total of everyone's grades that then I can put into Google Classroom. So let's just do this with a couple of them. So if you look over here, this is the first cell I want to use. So V2, comma, W2, X2, Y2, Z2. There we go. And then it'll give me a total. If I want to do this for all of them, I just run it all the way down. Again, you can see the grades, and then I can go in and I can add the grades in here as I go along. And what I like to do is split my screen, and if you want to know how to do that, I will be happy to answer those questions for you. But currently, I am out of time. I try to keep these videos pretty short, but if you have any questions or you need any other resources, please just let me know. Have a great day.